Hello, everybody. I'm Anthony, and I'm here today to talk to you about a few things. It's been a minute. So welcome back to the channel. And today we're diving into a topic that is sort of close to my heart. And the reason is, have you ever seen, like this feeling of the disconnect between depression and your vision of things and reality? Yeah, I'm getting real with you guys today because I know I'm not alone in this, and a lot of people have the same stuff, because what I realize is that everything is not a straight shot, absolutely not, and everything is got failure with it. So you have to be prepared for the failure part of it, because it's never going to be perfect. And so we all have big dreams, grand visions of who we want to be, what we want to achieve. But what happens, sometimes reality doesn't match up with that, right? And so I think that's what I'm learning, is that, you know what? We're all getting kicked down at one point or another, but, and it doesn't feel good, right? Nobody likes it. Spoiler, there's still a silver lining, I promise. And this is from my reading of Dr. Amen, from a lot of different people that I read over the years. Louise Hay, this one, that one. I follow so many different up and goes, hey, slow down, hold on a minute. And suddenly you thought what was going to be a straight shot is not. And we get that. Turns out it's a roller coaster, and everybody knows that, but we don't like to think about that piece, and that piece can make you feel discouraged. So don't get me wrong, it's great to have the vision, and we have to have the vision, otherwise we don't feel motivated. We have to figure out what our motivation is and why we're doing something, right? What is the fuel? The fuel is who we are, what we're doing, but not to be too attached to the vision, because my problem was that I always would get so attached to that vision that it was hard if when the vision changed, because visions change. The reality, there's a difference between the reality and the vision, and how that blends in between is what you get to deal with. So if we get too attached, the point where anything is less than perfect it does feel like failure then, but maybe it's really not. It's just different. So when the dark clouds come rolling in, trust me, I've been there. We've all been through it. And it's okay. It's okay. So to me, that's when you really have to have your tools in gear. So hearing the bell. So for me, just taking a minute, hearing the bell, listening to the vibration that brings me back to reality and brings me back into my body instead of keeping me in my mind. So there's different vibrations, right? The bowl is one of them. The ting sha. And these, what I love about these is that they have prayers on them. And these prayers are about compassion, and they're about helping you understand what's going on. And we don't even necessarily have to know the words. The words are here. They're in the bell. And that's what I love about it. It totally brings this different energy around to you. And the rattle, the shamanic rattle, the Native American rattle, every culture in the world has it. They use it. So it's about centering the heart, mind, body. And then last but not least is the breathing. Once these things go into center, once you get your body and your mind centered, your breathing starts to become more centered. And you can also change that when you just start breathing differently. Because that's another thing I've been learning, that, okay, there's all these different methods of breathing, but you have to use them because they don't work if you don't use them. But you have to also know when you need it and when you don't need it. I use it sometimes when I'm going to sleep because I do have difficulty sometimes with that. But for the most part, life is exciting. It's an exciting place to be today for me, which was not the case so much the past couple of years of many things I've gone through. But I can tell you I'm very grateful today for where I'm at, for sort of having a new lease on life and realizing that, you know, I could live another 10 years. And you know what? I want to enjoy it, have fun, make videos, heal, lead, and teach people with the work that we're doing here, with Pete, the work that Chef Pete is doing with cooking and teaching people how to cook very easy things. Some are more complicated than others, but for the most part, he does very basic, simple things, but many people don't know how to do it. So that's what we're doing. So don't forget, Chef Pete has done this work for years and years. He's a master at cooking. So I know that sometimes he makes it look easy, but believe me, it's not easy for me. And I've cooked in my lifetime and I know what cooking is about, but you know, I can't do it like he does it. But that's okay, because we cannot be good at everything. We have to just do what we're good at. Do what we're good at. So, you know, it's really about, you know, not letting things get to the point where, you know, you can't do it anymore. So it's interesting. I'm hearing this new voice, and no, not the creepy type, but a more supportive voice. This voice is challenging my old beliefs and who I am, and knowing that, no, I'm not perfect. And I want to be. That's the problem. There's that fight between, I got to do this, I got to do that. But you have to let go of it. And for me, I'm learning it's about acceptance, and also it's about lowering the bar for yourself. It's about it's not about lowering the bar. It's about understanding your journey isn't the straight line. It's more squiggly, it's messy, it leads to awesome places. And here's the kicker. Your vision, your reality, your emotions are all an inside job. So we all have this ability. And it all points to our hearts, our reprogramming, our spirit. And we're the only ones that can change that. But you know, it's not easy to do it. It's hard to do these things, but I'm accepting it as new and using it each day as I understand it. And because when I accept it, I'm not fighting against it. I'm allowing it. And it's so much better to allow it. And to wrap this all up, as I just hit the mic, yes, depression sucks, and there's a gap between the vision and the reality. But here's the truth. It's okay to feel discouraged. It's okay to struggle. And it's okay to make mistakes, because that's how we learn. That's how I learn. I'm still learning stuff on the computer that I didn't know that even worked, like how I can do a group of photos together and, you know, upload them all at once instead of one at a time. That was huge yesterday. So thanks for hanging out with me. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, drop me a comment. And, you know, drop Chef Pete a comment and let us know how you're doing. And, you know, it is one step at a time. So again, I'm just going to ring the bell for you and say thank you. And I'm going to be doing a few more videos about the meditations and the bells and breathing, because I feel like I need those things. I need them. So hopefully they'll be good for you too. Anyway, thank you, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.